The city beneath the rain. The rain had not stopped for 7 days. It fell upon the rooftops like the slow, relentless ticking of a clock that had forgotten mercy. In this gray city of trembling lights and tired hearts, love was not born. It was built, brick by fragile brick, upon the ruins of promises no one could keep. Amelia walked alone beneath the old bridge, her red umbrella a faint rebellion against the colorless world. She was not waiting for anyone, though the past waited for her in every reflection that rippled across the puddles. Once she had believed in forever. Now she believed only in mornings, because they came whether one wanted them or not. The city had taught her that survival was a quieter word for despair. It had taken her laughter, her faith, and the man who had promised to build her a home with his bare hands. But homes rot when built upon lies. When she first met Adrian, he had nothing but a dream and a broken camera. He said he wanted to capture truth, to show the world what it refused to see. She had smiled, thinking truth was something beautiful. But truth, she later learned, was a mirror cracked through the middle. It reflected both the light and the blood that fell upon it. They had lived together for 2 years in a small apartment where the wallpaper peeled like fading skin. He photographed protesters, homeless men, women who sold roses by the subway entrance, faces society had buried under statistics. She wrote about them, turning pain into poetry that few would read. Their love was not gentle. It was the kind of love that demanded sacrifice, the kind that left both marked. Every argument was a storm, every silence a funeral. Yet they stayed, perhaps because loneliness was a worse cruelty than hate. One night, Adrian came home trembling. His clothes smelled of smoke. He said he had photographed something he shouldn't have, a minister, a deal, a body. "They'll come for me," he whispered. She thought it was paranoia until the next morning, when the news reported his name under a headline, "Photojournalist Missing After Corruption Leak." Weeks turned into months. Amelia searched the alleys, the morgues, the police stations. Nothing. Only the camera returned, wrapped in a brown envelope with no sender. Inside, a single photo. Her, asleep, a tear drying on her cheek. The timestamp read 1 hour before his disappearance. Years later, the city moved on. It always did. The rain fell, buildings changed, and Amelia aged quietly among ghosts. On the anniversary of his vanishing, she walked once more under that bridge. The water below shimmered with reflections of passing cars. And then she saw him. Standing across the street, same eyes, same scar, but older, wearing the minister's ring. Their eyes met for 3 seconds. He smiled, not the smile of a lover, but of a man who had traded truth for survival. Then he turned, stepping into the black car that waited for him. The rain stopped. The silence that followed was absolute. She dropped the umbrella, whispering to the empty air, "So this is how truth lives, by killing love first." And for the first time in 7 years, the city beneath the rain began to dry. Would you like me to continue this into a second chapter, exploring Adrian's side of the story?